What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you once again live here on the interwebs. Not actually live, but actually on the interwebs. I am inside your TV. This is part 2 of a 3 or 4, 12-part series of Q&As. I allowed people to go to the Facebook page, my Facebook fan page, post all kinds of questions, and I'm answering them right off the list. I did about, I think by my count, 40 or 50 questions last time. I'm going to try to do 40 or 50 again today. There's like 300 total in the queue, so it's going to take a little bit of doing. Man, I need more sleep. Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. That's the real reason I let the glare shine in my glasses. But let's just go ahead and get started here. Number 1, do I like progressive rock? I don't really know much about progressive rock, but I do like rock, so I might like progressive rock. What's your playtime in WoW? I really don't know, actually. Off the top of my head, I would log in to check, but many days. I played a bit in beta and then didn't play, and then I played a bit more in retail, and then I quit for a while. Then I came back with Lich King, or Burning Crusade, and then quit for a while. Came back with Lich King, quit for a while. So who knows? Days, several days. What's yours? Boogie, how do you honestly feel about some of the changes in Cataclysm? Now they're about 2 months into the expansion. I'd love to hear your opinion of the current games. It's probably about 3 months into the expansion now. But to be honest with you, Cataclysm didn't really appeal to me. Now, I am a Lich King kitty, I guess is probably the way to put it. I'm more of a casual player. I really enjoyed the casual style of Lich King. Cataclysm, a little more hardcore, a little less casual. So really, I don't have the time to really throw at it. You know, specifically like doing a heroics. If I wanted to play my DPS class, I got a 45-minute wait to get in, and then even if I put together the group, it could still take that long if I put together a guild group. And then even if we play perfectly, you're looking at 45 minutes. A couple of wipes, you're looking at an hour and a half. It's frustrating doing heroics, frustrating doing that stuff, and I haven't got a chance to raid because, like I said, I can't dedicate a Tuesday and a Wednesday night to that anymore. Now that I'm getting out, doing more. Doing stuff that needs to be done. But overall, Cataclysm's cool. I really like remaking the end game, or the beginning game. I really like that. I've been enjoying playing my low-level characters. So overall, fun. I don't know much about the high-end right now, unfortunately. What am I most looking forward to in 2011? More of the same stuff that I did in 2010. 2010 was a really good year for me. I did a lot of really good stuff. As you know, I used to be on disability. I was able to stop doing that. I was able to start collecting a YouTube check by becoming a partner, which is pretty great. Get on the up and up, and start making enough money to pay my own bills, which is nice. I didn't ever want to have to be on disability, but I was for a period of time. But now I finally have a career here with YouTube for however long it lasts. Hopefully it lasts forever. I met a very important person. As you know, I met my girlfriend during that time. We became close. We moved in together. Now we're 2 months into 2011, and that's some of my favorite parts of 2011. Looking forward to playing some more Magic. I'm looking forward to losing a little more weight, chilling, having a good time, spending time with my friends, doing a lot of stuff that I wouldn't have normally done. Traveling, see the rest of the world. No specific event, though, I guess. Are you planning on selling exclusive Boogie2988 shirts, merch? Yes, we talked about it in the last video, so I'll lightly touch it here. Yes, merch is in the works. What? I don't know. I have no clue what to sell. Tell me what you want me to sell. You know, write me, email me. Tell me what you want me to sell. What do I like to eat? Food, mostly, sometimes nickels. Hi, Boogie. I've been following your videos since probably late 2009, so not too long. My question is this. How were your high school years? Did you enjoy them, or were they utter hell? Also, ever think of getting any pets? All right, let's see. Question number 1, how are my high school years? Partially good and partially bad. I was crazy during high school. I mean, let's just call it what it is. After years of systematic abuse and torture at home, am I having a bad home life? When I got to school, I just wanted to be left alone for the most part. I tried being funny. I tried being cool. I tried being me. I was a small school, and once you kind of fuck up in a high school with less than 150 people in it, it sticks. And I fucked up a lot. And so I had a few friends in the actual high school. Didn't go too well, really, honestly. And I lost most of them as my insanity progressed and as the abuse at home got worse. It was frustrating. But then I went to a program called Upward Bound, and I met some really cool people that are still in my life today. My first girlfriend I met there, for example. A couple of other friends, just people that generally touched me and affected me in very positive ways. And there, I got a chance to start over. And even though I was still crazy, and even though people knew me as kind of being crazy, it was nice because I got a chance to redefine myself. And I was also on campus, away from home, so it was a little easier to get along. And that part of high school was very, very good. And in fact, it saved my life. Did I ever think about getting any pets? I like other people's pets. I don't want my pets. I don't want the responsibility. I don't want the little heartaches. I want other people's pets. Oh, go play with your pet. Boogie, if you could be one superhero that already existed, because man, you're close already, who would it be and why? Well, thank you. I don't think of myself as a superhero. I probably want to be Superman because he can do everything. But now I've recently learned that Superman's weak to magic, so that's kind of lame. He's not very good anymore. Spider-Man's pretty cool because he gets to have sex with a really cute redhead, like me. Would you consider being cryogenically frozen in order to be resurrected 100 years in the future? What about if none of your loved ones came along with you? Sure, why not? I mean, I would like to see if there's a future, but then you got to be concerned about the whole thing. If there's a heaven or a hell, will I get jerked back from heaven, or I get jerked back from hell? Would it delay me from getting to heaven and hell? Is there such a thing as an afterlife? Probably not. But if there was, how would that affect you? Was cryogenics going to ever actually work? But let's presume all these things. Okay, let's presume there's no heaven and hell. Let's presume there is. Let's presume that there is no heaven, there's no hell, there's no afterlife. Let's presume that cryogenics is going to work. Sure, freeze me, because some life is better than no life. Am I right? As to whether or not I think it could actually work, I don't think so. Podden, I wanted to know how he could ask questions, which is interesting because he did ask a question already. What do you believe must be done that would enable our future generation a fulfilling prospect? What advice would you give the future generations in leading a happy life? Same advice I'd give anybody. Man, you got to live a good life. You got to focus on being a good person and being good to each other. Life is hard, but being nice to each other is easy. And if you can pull that off, you can achieve that. If you can be kind to the people that's important to you, help them live better lives, and they are helping you live better lives. Overall, that's going to work. And we need to do that on a national level. We need to do it on a worldly level, global level. But that's really it, man. We've got to start doing what's best for us, and not best for me. I don't know. I don't even know what the answer. I don't even know what that means, really. But we need to start thinking about people that are not ourselves and the latest fancy TV we can get, right? If you drink, what's your favorite alcohol? I don't really drink, but the other night I did taste a cranberry and vodka and found that okay. It's palpable. So, palatable? I don't know. Boogie, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Right here in this chair. I don't know. To be honest with you, I'd like to be doing the YouTube thing. I'd like to be doing something bigger than that. I would like a chance to act. I would like a chance to lose a little bit of weight. I wouldn't mind finally getting back into the workforce as well. I wouldn't mind being able to go back into web design, which is what I used to do. I wouldn't mind going back into promotion, anything, really, anything. If you find a place for me, I'm open. But for the most part, I'd still want to be doing this too. Maybe I'll find a real job, a daily job that pays a little more than I get from here, YouTube here. And maybe I will find a way to do more in the workforce and lose a little bit of the weight. But I would always want to blog and vlog. Who wouldn't? It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. Both the lovers and the haters make it fun. If you let's see, would you lick the rash under my man breast if I gave you $1 million? Yeah, sure, dude. Do you have $1 million? Because if so, call me. Will you do a Jesse video in a follow-up to this prediction that the Steelers will win the Super Bowl if they win? I guess it's a little late for that, but apparently Steelers did not win. If there was a crumb on the table, you cut it in half. Would you have 2 crumbs or 2 halves of a crumb? You'd have 2 crumbs. Simple. What is the most embarrassing thing you can ever take it on camera but wouldn't show? I'm sure I've been naked on camera at some point. What do you feel is the most successful way of getting fans, subscribers, followers? Variety is obviously one of the key elements. How do you even it out? How sure are you that each video will be watched? Let's see. I have no clue how to get subscribers on YouTube. The same advice I give everybody. Create quality videos. Hopefully YouTube will feature one. Hopefully someone big will feature one. Continue to create quality videos. Promote it the best way you can. Don't be afraid to spend a little bit of money to send a little bit of traffic there by advertising on YouTube, by advertising on. Get your Facebook friends to look at it. Get your real life friends to look at it. Have them spread it. Post it on your guild message board. Post it on a message board that you frequent. Share what you're doing. Make good videos, and eventually the spark will ignite. Is the best I can tell you. Or just do what I did. Let Ray J spoon feed you, I guess. What's your favorite magic color and why? We've covered that several times, but I'll give you the short version. I do like black. Hey, Steve Parker, I know you. I do like black a lot. Probably my favorite, just because it's crazy. Do I do Minecraft? No, I do not play Minecraft. What is your favorite magic set, magic card, and when did you start playing? This comes up often. Short version. I started playing with Antiquities. Love Antiquities. Favorite card ever, Dark Ritual, probably. Even though it was bad for the game. Hymn to Turok, close second. Hey, Boogie. With the release of Dead Space 2 and the uprising fans of Amnesia and Penumbra series, what was the scariest game you've ever played, or do you even like scary games? I really haven't played very many scary games, and I didn't care for the ones I played, and I'm not easily scared with that kind of stuff. So, Doom 3 was kind of scary. It was fun. Why did you choose the word Boogie to add to your username on YouTube? Because it's actually a nickname that I got early on when I moved to Fayetteville and started playing Magic with my friends here in the area. One of my friends actually called me Boogie, and it's stuck, and I was looking to reinvent myself. So Ed Ellerby called me Boogie. I said, Ed, that's awesome, funny, let it stick. It's because I had a booger in my nose. There, the great secret's out. I'm Boogie because I had a booger in my nose, but that's it. As sad as it is. He looked at me and he said, Boogie, look at you. Look, you had something hanging there for the past 10 minutes, and everybody's wanted to say something, but we're afraid to say something. The thing is huge. It's got like fleas bungee jumping off of it. And there you go. Became Boogie in my circle of friends. And I certainly helped push the nickname because I just wanted to be someone different than who I used to be. Hey, Boogie, my idol, have you ever been called names when you were younger about your weight? Or is your obesity recent? If so, how do you cope with the name calling? I was always dramatically big as a kid. Dramatic. Anyway, I was always very large, even at a young age. Called all kinds of hell for it. Thunder thighs. Of course, I got 4 eyes too. Was told I was gross, ugly, fat, disgusting, bad clothes. But part of the process, I guess. I've got one. Where was my burn the witch comment? I don't know. Burn the witch, though. I don't remember what that is. I'm sorry, I don't remember the reference. Hi, Boogie. I just want to say quickly that your video on suicide really touched me. Thank you for that. I'm really glad. That's why I made the video. I lost my father to suicide when I was 15, and I was really touched by all your points and sentiments. My 2-part question is this. Sorry about the loss of your father, by the way. Number 1, what do you think is the most fascinating person in the world living today? And who do you think was the most fascinating person when he or she was alive during their time period? Well, I'm going to go for the 2 obvious ones here. I'm going to go Stephen Hawking's today. Dude's got an incredible mind and not much for a useful body. And they're very interesting. And the things that he has to say and the things that he's figured out are completely brilliant. Probably the most interesting person when they're alive. Wow, that's a tough question. But let's go with Jesus. Because either 1, he was the Son of God, and that's really interesting, or 2, he was a shyster that made everyone believe he was the Son of God. Also really cool. So that fascinating. Yeah, you want to meet somebody. That's who you want to meet. He's got some answers for you. Boogie, how have you been? I asked this because I've been busy and thus unable to see your previous videos. I'm doing all right. Thanks, bro. Feel free to check out my previous videos when you do find the time. Would you love it if I wrote a rock ballad about you? Why wouldn't I love that? Let's see. Question, why not put your vids into iTunes as well as on your channel? I give you a larger spectrum of listeners, viewers, opens the windows for all sorts of opportunities such as sponsors. Me, who listen to 7 different podcast suites, understand the potential financial success that comes along with it. Anyway, I guess I'll have to look in iTunes. I didn't even know that was really an option, but I appreciate you being a listener and a watcher, and thank you very much for that. I will have to look into iTunes. I did not even know that was a way to branch out. What one thing you remember that made you feel like a better person? There have been a couple of instances where I've helped friends. I had one friend attempt suicide on me, and I was able to get that person to the hospital before they passed. I had another instant in which I helped save a guy's marriage. Things like that. Anytime I can do some good for somebody else, it really makes me feel like a much better person. Okay, listen to this, Boogie. It says, you may know a slice of bread with jelly on top of it will always land when it falls on the jelly. Uh, oh, yeah, okay. Always land jelly side down, leaving the side of the bread or the jelly facing the ground, and therefore is not eatable. And if you drop a cat, it will always land on its feet. It's pure instinct, right? So if you tape a slice of bread, I know this, tape a slice of bread onto the back of a cat, throw the cat on the ground, it should theoretically spin because it can't decide which one to land on. The problem is it'll actually land on its side. That's the truth of it. Yeah, that's why. So it just always lands on its side. Because the world sucks. Yeah, it's pretty cool, but whatever. Hey, Boogie, just want to say hi. My question is, how much do you weigh? Short answer, a lot. The other answer, around 500 pounds. Yes, I'm a big fella. A lot of people don't believe it, but I do have lymphedema and I do have a lot of water weight in my legs, and that is a big part of it. If I could be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, which one would it be, and would your choice be based on color, attributes, or weaponry? I'm going to go with Donatello, because Donatello was awesome, and he had the best weapon, so Donatello. How did you meet your girlfriend? Right here through the internet. We've answered that here for Javier. But yeah, right here through YouTube, through the internet, she wrote me. We talked. It was awesome. Hello, Boogie. What is your opinion on long-distance relationships? Currently together with a girl who lives in Ireland. I live in Sweden, and we do have very strong feelings for each other. I fly back there and forth 2 times a month, and it's working great. I'm just being paranoid all the time, wondering what the future might hold. People around me say the long-distance relationship has nothing to go on, and that just ends badly. Start with the long questions. I heard some advice once that when you're doing the long distance relationship, you don't really get a chance to absolutely know the person. Instead of fitting together completely like that, you're fitting together a little more like that, getting to know parts of them. And you don't really get to know them for the long haul because even though you may talk to them every day, you may talk to them online, through the phone, through the internet, and that is a very, very good way to get to know somebody. You're not going to get to know everything that you would know while living with that person, while seeing them on a daily basis. And so I'm going to say that it's probably fantastic what you're doing, and I think that's great. And I've done the long distance thing too very recently, and it worked out splendidly for me, and I hope it works out for you. But one of the things you've got to do is be careful and realize that even after a year of being together, you still haven't really gotten to the thick of it. And until you are in the same city, until you are possibly living together, until you're ready to take the next step, you need to just be careful, man. But overall, man, I'm just glad you found somebody you love, and congratulations on that. What was your favorite game for 2010, and why? Why? I'm going to go with StarCraft 2. I didn't even get a chance to play it that much, but it's fantastic. It finally happened. That's why. But it's fun. The campaign was really good. Hey, Boogie, I don't usually ask awesome internet people questions, but I did have one for you. Who's your favorite gaming company? I'm a real Blizzard whore. Everything they do is fantastic. I'm also a big Wizards of the Coast fan. Even though I felt they destroyed Dungeons & Dragons with the 4th edition, they have done such a superb job with Magic the Gathering. So if it had to be a video game company, I'm going to choose Blizzard. If it's going to be a card/RPG company, it's still going to be Wizards of the Coast, I guess. Both really, really good companies that have affected my life positively. What would I do for a Klondike bar? Whatever you want, baby. No, whatever. Will you be at VidCon 2011 in July? Potentially. I don't really know. I'll get closer to July, we'll know. Let's see if YouTube invites me out there. Wouldn't that be cool? I'll show up, YouTube. Give me a call. Give me a call, YouTube. We'll double date. Hey, Boogie, was just wondering, what is your opinion on zombie games? Just Left 4 Dead. Thanks. Loved Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 2 came out a little too early and kind of killed the genre, but fantastic. Zombie survival horror, yeah. And I guess that goes back to the scary games, really, but Left 4 Dead's not really as much, it's not that scary, but man, is it a good game. Love them, love them, love them. Wish they would do more of that genre. I'm not a big shooter fan either, but I do like zombies. Have you ever considered doing live streams on sites like Ustream, Stickam? I've thought about it, plan to do it, want to do it, not sure how to go about it, not sure how to do it in a way that everyone would get to participate, but I want to, yeah, and I probably will. I'm sure I'm going to get trolled something hardcore there. Have I ever been to the UK? Sure. I have not been to the UK. I've never been out of the United States, believe it or not. It's kind of hard to fit me on a plane. Kill one, have sex with one, and marry one. Jessica Alba, Kim Kardashian, Megan Fox. Well, I don't know, man. That's tough. Oh god, they're all really annoying. Well, Kim Kardashian, I don't even find hot, so we're gonna kill her. She's annoying, and I don't even like her. Then Megan Fox, I don't know, she's the Marion type, but she did start a transfer. Let's go with Megan Fox. Jessica Alba, I'll throw one in her, I guess. Laugh out loud. Sorry, I thought that would be funny. If you don't answer, that's fine. See you, Bug. Oh, there, I answered. So, what do you like most about World of Warcraft? I really like the social element. The game itself is good, but it really does give you a way to get to know people over the internet, to play with your guild, to have a good time. And I really like that. And I like meeting new people, and I like getting to experiment with new people, getting to make new friendships. And World of Warcraft gives you a way to do it. So that's really it. And you can find that with most MMOs. But other than that, I really did like class balance. It was really good. They were always able to balance the classes really well for the most part. Hunters were awesome. Are awesome. I mean, you know. What is your favorite character you do? Does it not make you mad that Francis gets pissed off so much? You should make a happy vid for Francis, not an angry one. Do a Francis chats or Jesse, like yourself vid, spit vid. It looked like two chatting now would be funny. Split vid. Yeah, I've always wanted to do Jesse meets Francis. Francis meets Jesse, has a conversation. Complicated, difficult to edit. Would be fun. I think it would be a hit too. But Francis is angry. He's a very angry guy, and I have some anger issues too. So getting a chance to expunge that via the Francis character is what makes Francis so fun to do and so valuable. Jesse's ignorant and stupid and racist and just a bad person. So one of the reasons I like to do Jesse is because I get to say things that I don't really believe. Same with a straight face. Try to be funny. It's a lot of fun. So maybe sometimes some of the things Jesse says are true. And you go on to say that screw the haters. I'm all over that. Let's see. I wanted to ask, what do you think you're the best at doing, and why do you enjoy doing it the most? Thanks. What do you enjoy doing the most? I think I'm really good at talking. It's one of the very few things I'm really, really, really good at, and I really like doing it. Except I say too much probably. But no, I love the opportunity to do it here. I love the opportunity to talk to people and teach them things and educate and share thoughts and friends and wisdom and information and just overall getting to talk to people. I've always wanted to be a talk therapist, to be honest with you. If you were walking somewhere one day and you passed by a fortune teller shop, went inside and got told you could achieve 3 great things you want to achieve, what would they be? There are no limitations. I'd like to be immortal. I'd like to be rich. I'd like to have the capacity to make other people immortal. Sure. If that's not acceptable, no, that's what I want. You fortune teller gypsy. And if you don't make it happen, I'll punch you. Quesadillas, chicken or steak? Give me chicken. I like that chicken quesadilla. Steak makes it a little too tough, even in the best steak, and a little harder to chew with my bad teeth. Will I be getting Diablo 3 when it comes out? Yes! Wish I was getting it now. Wish it was coming out right now. I'd quit everything and only do that. You think YouTube videos are coming slow now? Worgans or goblins? Goblins are so freaking cool. But I am an Alliance whore, so I chose the Worgans. But they're cool too. Werewolves, man. Haven't you seen Twilight? Werewolves are in. Team Jacob Edwards. Jake. Whatever. How does this make you feel? And some sort of video, which I will click. Razor Switchblade. I don't really know. I don't want to watch it right now. But it probably makes me feel fancy. What do you think people feel you are such an inspirational figure to so many people? I don't mean to sound insulting. I was just wondering what you think the reason for it is. I personally think you're inspirational because despite of all the horrible things you have to deal with in your life, you still keep out the super nice personality and make it seem like you don't have a care in the world. That's it. And I think you nailed it. The bottom line is I think it's because people know that I've gone through a lot of shit and I still managed to persevere. And I think that people look at... There's probably 2 different reasons I really think people admire me. Number 1, I serve as a perfect worst case scenario. I've gone through a lot of crap, and people can go, hey, at least my life's not as bad as that. At least that didn't happen to me. And secondly, regardless of that, regardless of that, I've succeeded. Regardless of that, I've done good things. And regardless of that, I don't let anything get me down. Even when I've had health troubles, even though I've had mental, physical, family issues, life has been hard, I still manage to try. And maybe I don't even succeed that well. Maybe, this YouTube thing isn't that big of a thing. Maybe I'm not that important. I'm not that special. But I think people see that I try. And it makes them want to try. And it makes them want to persevere. And it makes them want to survive everything life has to go for them. And if that's it, that's great, And I don't think I'm special in any way. I don't think I'm, I'm just a guy who's sucked it up and done what everybody has to do. But for me, my problems are way more visible, and I think that makes people identify with me. Zach Richards wants to know if I'll be his best friend. Sorry, that is actually slot has been taken. There were several people in line behind you. But I'll tell you what, if there's ever a plague and you're the last one left, you need to own a boat. Do you like cupcakes? If so, what's your favorite kind of cupcake? Love cupcakes. My girlfriend likes to bake a little bit, and she makes some really good cupcakes. Recently, I've been enjoying last cupcake I had, it was strawberry with strawberry icing around Valentine's Day at a Valentine's Day party. Really good. Really good. Love me some strawberry. Put some strawberry right on top of it. I know this might be a touchy subject for some, but I was wondering if you have Jesus in your life, and what are your thoughts on the matter? This one just always makes people either quit, subscribe, unsubscribe, whatever. But here's the short version. Jesus has never been in my life. He's been to the ground for about 2,000 years. My spirituality is a personal thing, but I don't mind sharing it a little bit. But I like to think that there is a God, and I want there to be one. Do I actually think there is? If I was a betting man, I'd put my money on no. But if there is, I don't think he does anything as micromanagey as alter our daily lives or perform daily miracles or put Jesuses and sons of gods into our life. I just don't think it happens. I often think that if there was a God, he would have to be a very distant guy, and that this process, which is very complicated, is probably not that important to him. And I don't know, Christ could have been part of that formula. I don't know, I can't tell you, but here's what I do know, I don't have faith in that, and that's unfortunate, because I'm jealous of the people who do. See, so as you know, God, you already asked that question. What's your favorite class and WoW and why? I do like hunters because they're fun to play. Root beer or Mountain Dew? I'm drinking Mountain Dew right now, Diet Mountain Dew, but what do you think of the future races will be in World of Warcraft? I personally think Tuskar would be awesome. I'd like to see Tuskar, and Pandarians, baby. Give me some Pandarians. Boogie, can you do a collab video with me? Probably not. Boogie, will you say my name on your video? Carlos Salas. Carlos Salas? Carlos. If you could fly and shoot laser beams out of your eyes, what would you do? I'd fly and shoot laser beams out of my eyes. How do you have the confidence to put such funny jokes in YouTube videos, knowing one day that a potential boss mother-in-law? These questions sound familiar. That's kind of awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that I have done a 180 here. I think I have hit a previous packet of questions that I have answered before, though most of these I did not recognize. So I must have done a good number of questions here today, and I'm pretty happy about it. So why don't we cut it off right here. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. This is part 2 of a multi-series Q&A. Let's see if we can get the next piece up and coming. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for looking. In the meantime, between now and then, feel free to scream at me for not uploading enough shit. Bye. Seriously, no, scream at me, because it will actually make me upload more stuff. Drive to my house, knock on the door. When I answer, say, upload some videos, you fat shit.